Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to everyone. So first of all, I would like to say thank you for attending our meeting today. Actually, today we want to discuss about the current problem that we have faced, which is an increasing number of stray cat in campus area. So we have received a lot of complaint about the cleanliness issue. So I think this problem looks like very important that we need to solve because we got a lot of attention from others. So what do you guys think? What is the need to solve this kind of problem? Or maybe any implication would be occur if we do not solve this problem. So what do you guys think?
Okay, due to the stray cat issues, I think the implication to us is the surrounding of the campus will be dirty, and then maybe it may influence the visitor thoughts because they will give a negative perception to us because the dirty surroundings of the stray cats, uh, they can maybe they will see us as not as clean.
Thank you, Akif, for your opinion. So anyone else want to add some more point?
So actually, I do agree with the Akif point. But then I just want to emphasize the issue about the safety of the stray cat in the campus, which is lately there has been a hot issue, which is the cat has been attacked by a group of a dog, and more unfortunately, the dog just attacked the cat, not because they are hungry, but they just playing around until the cat dies. So should have the action to be taken for.
So what about you, Aziz?
I agree with Akif's point. The matter of cleanliness with this feline need to be taken care of, as their feces and waste not only will cause the surrounding to be dirty and lead to unpleasant smell, but it will also bring harm to the stray cats, such as cat abuse and cat poisoning. So I think we do need to take care of this with using any possible action to solve the issue. That's all for me.
Thank you, Aziz. So last but not least, Amirul, do you have any suggestion to add or any point to add?
Yes. I want to add a little bit point. I think the increasing the number of stray of cat in UUM is I think it is because the people surrounding stay at the UM throw away the cats because they not have to give them a food or give a shelter to them, so they decide to throw the stray cat to the UM. That's why the UM is increasing stray cat. That's all for me.
Alright, thank you, Amirul. Maybe you want to what we call to say that it is because of others people outside of the campus, right? They threw cat in the UM area. Is it right?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
alright. Thank you for the all opinion, and I appreciate it. So basically, I think we already know about what is the issue and what is the problem. So in order to solve this kind of problem, we need to come up with a few suggestions. So anyone have any suggestion to highlight first?
Later.
Okay, okay, it's okay. So, in my point of view, I think we need to create a cat feeding station, and cat house across the campus with the volunteer that will rescue the cat. This is because this program might help to avoid the cat from dangerous situation, which is maybe they will be hit by the vehicle and also with any others human trait. So this is dangerous for them. So when we create a feeding station or cat house, it look like give them a privacy place so that they cannot involve they don't be involved in the dangerous situation. And this program also will reduce the risk of serious illness since we will be given the vaccines immediately to the cat. And then for make it works, we can also collaborate with the ground department to feed the cat out in outbuilding so that we can reduce the visibility of feeding cat and also give them privacy so that maybe any other people that do not like the cat, so when they do not like the cat, as we know that they hit or do something or not proper to the cat, and then I think it's good for the cat. And for the last thing, we can also from this shelter we can also open for the visitor and also for the campus resident, and also we can add admission fee for them, we can charge for them so that we can gain a profit, we can also get in return lah. It's look like the volunteer also will get the benefit lah. So what do you guys think?
Alright. For me, that is a really good point for your part, which is for the solution that you suggest, we can very well implement the idea in our campus, as it can guarantee the safety of the stray cat. However, I may add that to execute that plan, it requires a lot of time, energy, and money. So, in my opinion, we can go to another solution, which is we can find any organization, agency, or space or the clinic that can help with the issue mentioned before, which is the cats. So first of all, we will have to send the company a proposal to ask for their helping hands. So in the proposal, we can state our problem on it. So this at the same time, it will provide us with the opportunity to show them that we have a clear understanding of this feline need and the problem that they need help solving. So the company or the clinic can also be able to find homes or friendly strays and kittens. In addition, for the clinic, we may still be able to find veterinarians who are willing to provide local services for the stray cats. That is my opinion. What do you think, Shazwani?
Thank you, Aziz. So go ahead, Wani, do you want to add?
So actually, I think both of you have a good point. But I think regarding to the higher population of the stray cat in the campus, I think we should have the cat adoption campaign, which is before we are handing out all the kitten and the cat to people, uh, we should have a checkup and the vaccination before the cat or the kitten are being taken away. And I think the cost of the nurturing and so on will be covered on us. So I think that's all.
Thank you, Wani, for the suggestion. So what, Akif, or do you have any point to add or suggestion?
Yes, I do agree with the idea of three of you, but in my point of view, in my opinion, I would like to suggest the TNR program. It means trap, neuter, and return. This is because we want to control the stray cat population. We create a program to humanly manage the campus cats, and to control their number. Yeah, thank you.
Alright, thank you, Akif. So I think we already have 4, right? So maybe Amirul want to suggest maybe the last point.
Okay, I agree with all the solution, but I have the stuff. There are more stuff that will get more solutions. Can give the lesson to the people who throw the animals and cats, like implement of penalty if they are found who guilty to the pet of the pet abandonment under the prohibition of cruelty in act animal to animal in Act 1917, handed out and left informant pamphlets at the student center to create awareness of the pet abandonment and relate penalty. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. So thank you all for the suggestion, and it's look the all suggestion might be good to implement, but no matter what, we need to choose one. So in order to choose one, I think we need to find the criteria that suit to evaluate our suggestion so that we can know which one is better one. So let me start. I think the goods, the suite criteria that we can add is about the cost, which is we know that no matter what implementation or suggestion, we also need to involve cost because we need amount of money to implement our suggestion. So in term of cost, we can divide by 3 parts, which is expensive, inexpensive, and average. So for the expensive, maybe around 1,000 and above. For the inexpensive, around 500 and below. And then the last one is average, is between 501 ringgit until 999 ringgit. So maybe someone else want to continue with the criteria.
All right, that's a really good point from your side. So apart from the cost, we can also add the efficiency criteria to review all of the solution that we have all mentioned before. So efficiency will consist of 3 things. The first one is efficient. So we will evaluate whether the solution can be implemented successfully or vice versa. And the second one is moderate. The solution can be implemented, but there will be a few challenges here and there that we will have to overcome. So the third quality is poor, which means after thorough discussion, the solution cannot be implemented due to a few complications. That's all for me.
Thank you,
Okay.
Aziz. So go ahead, Wani.
Okay, I think the cost and the efficiency is a quite important criteria, and we also should consider about the risk criteria, which is since the solution involve the high cost and it is a bit risky if we fail to implement. So I think we should really consider this the risk since if the solution have high risk, then we have the probably higher to fail. And then if the solution have the low risk, then we know that it's a low probability to fail.
All right, Wani. So yes, I do agree with you because yeah, as we know that all the suggestion we might face a risk in order to achieve something. So maybe Amirul or Akif want to add another criteria.
Okay. I actually agree with the criteria that you guys have suggest. So I want to add another criteria, which is time. The duration time taken to implement the solution, whether it is long term or short term, the solution to implement the uh, time taken to implement the solution.
So Amirul, you want to say something?
Okay. The criteria lastly is profitability. Okay, the profits can be gained from the solution, which the foundation or and give a talk and take a fee from the people to use to get a solution. If not profit, the money will be returned. That's all for me.
Okay, Amirul, thank you. So basically we have 5 criteria, right? So in terms of this criteria, I think we need to evaluate our suggestion then based on this criteria so that we can know how good our suggestion. So first thing first, about my suggestion, which is create feeding station. Um, I think in term of cost, of course, it will involve, it can be expensive because it involve a lot of money to, because it is a variable of works that need to be uh, do. And then for the efficiency, it is efficient because as I mentioned before, we have when we create a feeding station, we can avoid cat from the dangerous situation, meaning that we can make sure the safety of cat. Uh, and then for the risk, of course, my suggestion will become high risk because we involve a lot of money and then we might lose in order to make sure it works. And then time duration, I think yes, also take a long term because we involve a lot of work to do and it is not a short term. And then for the I think this one is uh maybe we can look for the maybe it is benefit of the advantage of my suggestion. We can also gain a profit lah for profitability. We gain profit because when we do something, of course we want to get in return, right? So this kind of solution might give a benefit to the cat, also to the visitor, and also to our university, and also the name of university also will be good. Then I think it is good for the all of people lah. So what do you guys think? And then maybe you want to continue with the evolution of your suggestion.
So I think for the second solution that I suggest, which is to get a donation or services from any organization or clinic, the cost for the solution is inexpensive because we don't really have to contribute any cost from our part. Apart from the, of course, transportation fees and so on, it is also a very efficient method, as if we can get the cooperation from the organization or the clinic, it will contribute to help improve the situation of the issue mentioned before, which is the increasing number of stray cats. As if the organization will help in getting the cost needed, and the clinic will help in terms of spaying and nurturing the cats with low-cost services. At the same time, these methods will come up with a low risk impact, as yeah, low risk impact, especially to the committee member and those who volunteer. Furthermore, the solution requires a long term to be executed. As to implement the method, we will have to go through step by step to set up a proposal and to get the approval from both the university management and the organization or the clinic involved before we can execute the intended solution. Overall, this will be a non-profit solution as we do not gain any income from applying this method. So that's my opinion.
Right. Thank you, Aziz. Then Wani or Akif want to continue?
Okay. As for the third solution, I think this solution is quite expensive for the cost because we have to cover all the nurturing cost for all the cats and the kitten. And then I think the solution also is efficient as we can implement this solution successfully. And then I think the solution have a low risk since it have the low probability to fail because we just need to have the cat adoption campaign. And then this solution also can be implemented in the short term. And last but not least, I think this solution is non-profit since the profitability is not our main purpose. We just want to reduce the cat population, so we just have to do the cat adoption. So
Thank you, Wani. And then, Akif, you want to relate your suggestion?
Okay, for my suggestion for the cost, the cost is average, not too high and not too low. And then for the efficiency is moderate. Because it can be implemented but have a few challenge. And then for the risk, yes, it may have a high risk. Maybe it probably high to fail. And then for the time, it's short term. The solution may take a short time to implement, and then the profitability. For the profitability, it gain non-profit. It means no money in return. How about you, Amiron?
Yeah, I agree with you with one Markin. The cost must be the not too much expensive, and the efficiency must be moderate. The risk must be the lower risk. Time is long term, and profitability must be not profit to no money in return. I agree with the Neil.
Okay, thank you for your evaluation of the each point. So I think we're quite running out of time. I think so. Based on the evaluation, I think we already have five suggestion. So what do you guys think from each the suggestion? Which one is the best one?
For
uh,
me, maybe I do agree with the solution one that have been suggested by side. How about you?
okay, actually, Akif got the point, and I do agree with him since the first solution is the best.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, I agree with both of your points. So I think on the aspect of efficiency, time, and profitability, the first solution has a give and take method. I stated this with a reason that along with the purpose of the program, which is to create a shelter to keep stray cats from any dangerous situation, it can also gain profit through events that will be carried out in the future. So yes, I will definitely agree if the first solution were to be implemented. Okay, that's my opinion.
All right, thank you,
Yes, I
Aditya.
agree. Yes, I agree with the Zita and Azanin. The first criteria is the cost is the most important. to use in the solution, because we need it to have to any backup and to implement the solution. That's all for me.
Okay, so now I think we get agreement from everyone that the first solution is the best solution, and I think we got the point in our meeting. And then I think nothing to say more. So I would like to say thank again for attending our meeting and for your cooperation and the commitment that you guys show. Really proud of my group member. And I think that's it from us. Thank you very much.